Good morning, everyone. This morning our subject will be economic subject given us by Schumpeter. We have discussed quite some about Schumpeter's economic philosophy yesterday as a modernist. Modernist economists are mainly consider Keynes and Schumpeter. Schumpeter and Keynes both are actually hailing from the family of modernists. Today, one of the ideas of Schumpeter we are going to discuss about, and that idea is known as creative destruction. According to Schumpeter, destroy everything. If you don't destroy, if you don't dismantle, then new thing will not arrive. As long as you are going to use old thing, new thing will never occur, new thing will never happen, new ideas, new things, new product, new philosophy, new thinking. If you want anything holistic, lateral, new, modern, up to date, then you have to demolish, you have to destroy, you have to wipe out, you have to get rid of all the old things. Like I give you my own example. Just about 6 months ago, my house was old, 82 years old, old house, every single thing was there in my house, envisioned by my grandfather. Whatever my grandfather wanted, it was sitting over there for the last 82 years. But during the last 6 months, we actually morphed the face of our house, giving it an absolutely holistic facelift. Every old thing is gone and every new thing is brought in. Old looks are all gone, new looks are brought in. And today, my old students came back couple of days ago, and he told me that I could not recognize that this is the same house. I had to ask someone that Mr. Marthani lives over here. Now, that is creativity. That is holistic approach. That is called lateral thinking and lateral achieving, lateral product, lateral creativity. So Schumpeter has given us 4 points, though he has given us quite a few points, but since we don't have much of the time, due to time constraint, we are going to elaborate only 4 points out of probably 25, 30 points that he has discussed. And if you want to know every single thing, then all you have to do is to just open his book on the website, and you are going to have his book, and you can read every single thing that you have a desire for. So point number 1 is, U.S. destroys 22 million jobs every year and creates 23 new jobs. Now that is not in the material given to us by Schumpeter. That's my addition. So if you read the book, you are not going to find this thing. This is that I know. That thing has come out of my knowledge. Why America destroys 22 jobs? So new jobs can be created. Those people who have been doing old jobs, they can now do new jobs. Now in America, there's no job like peon, there's no job like clerk, because they have eliminated those jobs. And instead, they have actually given promotion to all those people who are working as a peon, they've given them clerk, and those people who are working as a clerk, they are now head clerk or supervisor or managers. Now, if you are not going to destroy the old things, how you are going to bring the new things in? Companies have to do that. That is how they can actually boost their business. People have to do that idea-wise. Then they are going to have new ideas. I did my MA, and if I do the same thing with my kids, send them to art and do the MA and give them the example. They look, I have done MA. But no, time is gone. This is a different time. This is a new era. This is a new demand. MA is not demanded anymore. So I must have holistic ideas. If I have holistic ideas and if I destroy my parochial ideas, the Paleolithic old ideas, then and then new ideas will come and I will think about lateral thinking, not tunnel thinking, but what is the demand in the colloquial time. Then I will advise my kids that either go for MBA or go for medicine, whatever the field you think you are fit for or suitable for or conducive for you. My students who come and they say that we want to join BCom, I flatly refuse them. I said, don't be harsh on yourself. Don't be destructive of yourself. Don't be ruthless and harm and hinder yourself. Go for BBA, IMBA, because that is the demand. Who is going to hire BCom or MCom? I have one madam comes over, very smart, very high IQ. She's 32 years old and still not a single job. She works, but works in a private places, mainly because she has done her MCom. So we have to change our ideas, we have to change our atmosphere, we have to change our society. Companies have to change their product, companies have to change their management, companies have to change their ideas, companies have to change every single thing. Leaders have to change the countries, and global leaders have to morph every single thing, change every single thing, transmogrify every single thing in the world. Then and then we are going to have a better world tomorrow. If we are complacent, then we are killed. If we are complacent with the world as it is today, in 21, and if we don't make any kind of changes in 25, 20 until 28 or 30 or 35, we will be living in the same kind of dingy world, monotonous, humdrum world. Change is the most important thing. Change is the most important thing. Point number 3, or point number 2. Destroy all the old products, yielding place to new to boost your demand. Now if the company, like say for example, Maruti or Dell Computer or two-wheeler companies, Honda and all that, if they are not going to change the model, change the style, change the look, change the performance, change the utility, change the creativity, change every single thing, change the comfort of their old two-wheelers, then nobody is going to buy their two-wheelers. Most of the time nowadays people are not need-based buyer, but they are greed-based buyer. They have one car, one scooter, and if they have money, they don't want to stash this money in the bank or under their mattress, but they will go outside and say, let's go buy new car. New model has come in the market and I love it. So they will go ahead and get the money. They're sitting over there giving no pleasure. Sitting in the bank giving no pleasure to its owner. Now this owner is going to withdraw the money and buy a new car, new two-wheeler, new house, new place, new things, new clothes, and he will derive the pleasure, or she is going to derive the pleasure out of that. Mentality has changed. When mentality changes, everything around us changes. And doing that, changing the product, innovative product, modern product, you are going to boost the demand of your product in the market. Point number 3, demolish all structure or all infra to create modern and a new one. Now, I don't know whether you have been to Dame or not, you have been to Taleti or you have been to Girnar. If you have been there, you ask your dad and granddad that is there any kind of change, they will tell you the no. Your granddad is telling you that when I was of your age, the Dame and the Taleti all look the same. That is why we don't go. Old things are all trite. They don't attract us. People throng over there to Taleti when the cable car started. People were standing in line for half a kilometer. I was also one of them. We were also one of them. But why should you go to Italy if they don't make any kind of changes? So what they do, you must demolish the old structure, build the new dam, build the new Talichi, build the new Ambaji, build the new Datar cave, build everything new, and the people are going to throng there. But to build new, you need a brain. And unfortunately, our leaders are all brain dead. They are comatose. They are comatose. They are brain dead. They don't have a brain, so how they can come up with new ideas? They are very, very complacent type of zombie leaders. They are complacent with every single thing as long as they can get 3 meals. They are happy. Point number 4 is, get rid of old and tunnel thinking to invite holistic ideas. Even your ideas must change. First and foremost, your ideas must change. Whenever your ideas changes, everything changes around you. Every single thing would change. Look at yourself, change your ideas. If you see something monotonous, look at your food, and if you see monotonous, you change it. Look at your dress, and if you see monotonous, change it. If you see your home, every single thing is monotonous, change it. If you are thinking on the same route, monotonously you are thinking to change your ideas, and you are definitely going to enjoy your thinking. Look at your friends, and if they have become humdrum, monotonous, change them. Listen to your conversation, and if you find that your conversation has become boring, mundane, and redundant, obsolete, humdrum, then change it. Whatever you are reading, and if you find that this has become humdrum, monotonous, then change your reading material. You have to change. Change is only the thing in our life that can actually change our life. Change in our life can change it. One thing is fixed in our life, one thing is for sure. One thing cannot change. One thing is guaranteed, one thing is sure, and that is flux. Flux means change. If you don't change anything in your life is going to become boring, humdrum, absolutely monotonous, redundant, obsolete, not worth living. You are going to hate yourself. Not other people, but you yourself is going to hate yourself, disdain yourself, just because your life has become very, very cumbersome burden. Thank you very much for listening. That's all the time we have. God bless everyone on this planet. Amen.